negatively. Now, for the most part, McAuley has taken the exchanges. And here are the statistics for this little man, 49.5. But look at the number of fights he's had compared with McAuley, 42 fights. And that's precisely double the number that McAuley has had. 8 defeats. He's been in several South African championship battles. He's been stopped only once, he said, when he retired himself at the end of 11 rounds in a South African title fight. Well, so far this fight has not had the explosive quality that you've seen in some of McAuley's championship battles. The first one with Belfast was one of the most extraordinary fights I've ever seen. When McAuley was on the verge of being knocked out in the first round, then came close to defeating Basher in the middle of the fight, and finally gave up with exhaustion after 13 rounds. The first of the days of 15-round battles. Now we're down to 12. Rubbing their heads inside there. Andy Newman, the ex-fighter, towering over these two little men. Matlala working all the time, trying to get in close. He loves to be in close. Punch to the body, we're told. Matlala's been around for a very long time, since 1980 as a matter of fact. And at that time, McAuley was still an amateur. In fact, in 1980 he was also an Irish amateur flyweight champion, and still 3 years away from turning pro. McAuley playing this very, very cautiously indeed. I think sensing a long fight, and also just trying to feel what this little man has in store for him. McAuley trying now to get the 1-2 going. The left followed by the right. The little man quite happy to stand in and trade punches. And McAuley has not yet pulled him with a solid right hand. That last victory of McAuley's, the fourth successful defense. He actually was down in that one as well in the 6th round, but in the end he won a massive points victory on all the 3 judges' cards. McAuley won this IBF title at Wembley in June '89 from Duke Mackenzie, and incidentally congratulations to Duke on recently winning the WBO bantamweight title. There are now 4 major governing bodies in world boxing. South Africa, still hoisting up the shorts and a little slow to get up. Both married men. McAuley used to work as a chef in the family restaurant line, but The business has been sold, and he's more concerned these days with looking after his new home and getting it in the right shape. McAuley just needs perhaps to step the pace up a little bit and to be slightly more aggressive. He's beginning to allow the South African to come to him and dictate it. Neat little left into the head of Matlala. I think the little man felt it. Certainly felt that one. And those quick punches are beginning to find their way through the defences, but he doesn't want to expose himself too much, McAuley, to this sort of thing. McAuley, with these 4 successful defences behind him, is now far and away, of course, the most successful Irish professional fighter of all time. McAuley trying to find a way underneath with hooks to the body. And all he sees for the most part is the top of that bald head coming at him. Well, so far we've seen the third now of the scheduled fight, and there's been no significant sway either way here in Fortunes. It's very much open, and difficult really at this point to predict how this might go. But quite clearly this little man knows what he's doing. He's been around a long time, although he's not accustomed to travelling abroad and fighting. He clearly knows his way around a boxing. Here's a little bit of action from that previous round with McAuley trying to stab these punches out, with some success occasionally, but all the time this little man coming back at him two-fisted, working his way inside with a lot of skill and guile. Claims to have won his last 8 fights. Matlala